If you have a good man, you might want to hold on very tight to him because apparently there is a shortage of men outside, and women are starting to fight and plot on even their best friends and all of the other women around them in an attempt to get the man that she already has.
While I'm on this subject, let me just say this. Y'all know this thing that's going around that says this saying that people don't want your man? Yes, they do. Them ladies want your man, honey. The church ladies want your man. The woman at the grocery store wants your man. The woman at the checkout counter wants your man. The woman at Neiman Marcus wants your man. The woman at the perfume counter wants your man. The woman that's selling your husband the lingerie, yes, honey, she wants your man. And y'all better start wanting your man too, okay? Because the fact that y'all don't think that women want your man and you start acting like you don't want your man, that's how you get your man lost. They want your man. Okay. They want your man. Y'all stop believing this stuff on TikTok because I'm here to tell you, baby, they want your man.
My friend was getting out of a Rolls Royce this weekend with her boo thing, and a girl literally walked up to the car while they was getting out the car and started talking to him. We're in Cheetah, having a good time. The guys decided to come out. Every time we get up and walk away from the table, different girls was coming to the table trying to talk to the guys. And it's like, if you see a man with a woman, why are you trying to talk to that man when that woman walks away?
And then y'all be wondering why women do not post their men anymore. Or they putting emojis over their face. Shit like this. Like this. The desperate ass, thirsty women that will go hunting for your man because she thinks just because he treats you like this and he has this, that he will treat her the same way or spend on her like he does you. And baby, that is not the case because me and you are not the same. He might let you fucking suck him and not do a damn thing and treat you like shit, but treat me like a little pretty princess. Y'all aren't girls. Y'all are weird. So I don't give a fuck about being a girl's girl. I never give a fuck about that. I'm true to me. I'm true to my character. I'm true to my values. I treat people how I would want to be treated. And if I don't get that same energy reciprocated, I just don't fuck with you. I'm about accountability. But a lot of people don't like to be held accountable. No. Again, I'm your girl, J Monique, and two can play that game right. Make sure you like, comment, and share to a friend that needs to hear this.
Well, sis, let me tell you something. First things first, I have to acknowledge the fact that I have been saying for a very long time now that there is no such thing as a girl's girl. That is fake. That is fraudulent. And even the women who pretended to be the biggest girls were the most conniving. Okay, these were the chicks who would stab you in the back, the ones that would plot and play on you, hype you up to your own detriment and demise. So yeah, I always called that out. And also to support that fact, a lot of the chicks out here who always talk about being girls, they were playing that role and playing that part so that you could be influenced to do something that they were doing so that you can be in the same dead end boat that they were in. So it's like, oh no, girl, it's okay for you to be a reckless ran through 304. It's okay for you to be out here treating these men like trash. Shoot, these men better bow down and obey. She was hyping you up, talking about how you're a prize and how, women need to stick together so that you could be stuck in the streets for the streets just like she was. Okay. So the whole girls thing is trash. A woman pretending to be a girl's girl, she's a fake. And the opportunity to turn on you and be fake has just not presented itself yet. But best believe when push comes to shove, she's going to shove you out of the way. Now, I'm going to read a few of the comments that were left in the comment section of this video in a moment. But there's so many things that I want to touch base on first things first before we get into all of that. And y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Women are starting to turn on each other because the struggle is real. The men were not faking when they said that they were done. The men were not playing when they said, no, I just need one woman to settle down with. I'm done being outside. I'm done being in the streets. And these guys did just that. They found their wives. They found their partners, their significant others. They found the women that they want to be with. And they're not looking for side chicks. And now the women are begging to be side chicks. They're not looking for replacements. As long as you're doing what you need to do as a woman, these men are satisfied where they are. And so with that being the new reality, a lot of the women are plotting. A lot of the women are turning on each other. And if you have a man that is a good quality man in your grasp, they're going to do their best to snatch and steal him away from you, sis. Because she sees that he's faithful. She sees how well he treats you. And while I can agree and say that, to her point, you're not probably going to get the same man. The same way that women treat men differently depending on the caliber of man that he is, depending on what he's ready and willing to put up with and tolerate. The same thing goes for the women, right? So I'll say that she's right on the money when she's saying, yeah, just because he's doing this for me does not mean that he's going to do that for you. You come off as a jump off. You come off as somebody that is just thirsty and desperate for attention, you know? So yeah, we're not the same. So I will say that. However, where I do have to give her some pushback, and people in the comment section gave her some pushback as well, is when she's out here being very, very defensive, talking about hiding her man. If you know that you have a stand-up guy, if you know that you have a man that is faithful, that loves you, that honors you, you want to show him out to the world. Nobody can come in between that. So to me personally, and y'all can sound off in the comments and let me know if you disagree or if you agree, but to me, it gives that maybe you're not in the best of relationships, or it gives that maybe you don't really trust that man that you're with when you feel it necessary to hide him, to not post him, to place all of these different emojis over his face. Like, girl, tell me you don't trust your man without telling me you don't trust your man. You know, because I'm going to be honest, you all, I know the climate. I know how thirsty and desperate and lonely and struggling these women are out here. So I'm not lost on that fact that they will attempt to come through and snatch up your husband, snatch up your boyfriend, snatch up your partner. I know what these women are on. But to me, in my personal opinion, I feel like you should be so solid and secure within your relationship or within your union that you don't care what these chicks are trying to do. You don't care what these chicks' intentions are. Like, I know my man is solid. I know that he wouldn't do X, Y, and Z to me. So I don't even budge on that. I don't like when women walk around with that type of insecure type of energy. Like, to me, it just speaks to the notion that maybe you're not in the tightest of unions. You know, maybe you're dealing with a cheater. Maybe you're dealing with a man that would go ahead and pounce on the next peach that just throws itself at him. I don't know. But me personally, I don't feel like you should go to those levels or to those, you know, extents in order to make sure that your man is not getting taken away from you. But nevertheless, though, you all, and y'all like the video, share the video and subscribe. We are in a time of dire desperation, okay? Women are not playing when it comes to finding a man. She does not care if it's your man, your friend's man, her sister's man, her mama's man. They're lurking. And you all do have to be very, very careful of these women that are lurking around you, because your man could be pure, right? You could have a man that is all about you, but because you're dealing with chicks that are trying to plot, they could try to throw salt in y'all's relationship. They could try to maybe even deter you from being with your man by poisoning your mind, making you believe certain things that are not true, all because she's jealous or she wants what you have, or it could be a combination of both, right? But let's get into these comments, y'all, because this woman did receive, you know, some pushback on her commentary, all right? This person says, if she can take him, he was never yours. And that's exactly how I feel. And I know a lot of women would give pushback on that stance because it's like, no, y'all don't understand what's outside. These women are relentless. You could have a stand-up quality man, but if enough peach gets thrown at him, hey, what is he supposed to do? So you do have that going on. But to me personally, okay, maybe I'm just used to dealing with a stand-up quality man. Me personally, I don't feel like a man is going to waver if he's a stand-up brother. Like, that's just how I see it. Y'all, again, let me know if you agree or disagree. Fellas, let me know. Are you the type of guy to where it's like, man, I can have a good woman at home, she doing everything right, but if enough bad chicks throwing peach, I mean, I may take a bite. Let me know if that's you. Or are you the brothers like, nah, I'm faithful. Shoot. Women throw themselves at me all the time and I'm turning them down. I ain't knocking them down. I don't even have a woman at home, and I'm highly selective with the women that I entertain. Y'all let me know, but maybe I'm wrong on that. Okay, maybe it's men out there like, yeah, we're still men at the end of the day. And if I see a nice juicy peach, I wanna buy it. Okay, I may want a little bit of a slurp off that peach. Y'all let me know. Okay, but I do agree with this comment. Somebody else says women are more competitive than they would like to admit. And I always say this as well, you all. Women do a lot of projection. We'll say, oh, men are cheaters. Men are the ones that have no self-control. Men are the ones who are plotting on each other and trying to steal and finesse off of each other. Like, no. I would say that is more of a female trait than a man. Just being honest. Again, sound off. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Put a 1 in the chat, y'all, if you feel like women are a lot more fake and flaky and competitive amongst each other than the men, or put a 2 in the chat. It is like, nah, the men are definitely more competitive amongst each other than these women. But again, from what I can see and observe, you all, women are way more catty, way more slick, way more sly with their competitive nature, with their slick shots, with them trying to get in the front seat or get ahead of the next chick. Honestly, I see more men being more in a brotherhood than the sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? I see men putting each other up on game a lot more, helping each other out a lot more. And when it comes to the women, it's like every chick for themselves. Okay. But somebody else comes through and they say she's comparing apples to oranges. If other women are approaching your man while he's with you, not posting that man or keeping the relationship private doesn't even matter. And that's where, again, I have to give her some pushback. Ma'am, whether you're going to post your man or not, if you're out and about with him and they're seeing him do things for you or whatever the case may be, they're still going to do what they want to do because, like this next person says, the shortage of men is real, okay? They say shortage of men, so they don't care. With there not being a lot of men outside, you all, they don't care if you're going to post him, put an emoji over him or not. They want what you have. The struggle is real, and the men are not playing games. The men are not outside mingling how they used to. So if I see you with a guy that I want to be with, yeah, I'm going to see what he's able to do for me. That's just the way of the world today. Do I like it? No. Do I agree with it? No, I think it's trash. Okay, I really do. But trying to hide your man is not doing you or him any favors. It's just not. It is what it is. If you got a man that's trash, that's going to go ahead and hump on the next chick just because he can, then that's what he's going to do anyway, whether you post him or not. Can I be honest with y'all? And y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's the guys out here who talk about, oh, no, I'm not on social media. I don't have no social media. Oh, no, I'm low key. Those be the biggest cheaters. Okay? Those are the guys who have the most chicks. I work with quite a few of them. They would swear up and down, oh, no, I don't do social media. Don't post me on social media. Those guys, playboys. And you're thinking because, oh, he don't post on social media. He don't even have no Facebook. He don't even be on Instagram. You think he don't be on social media. But in the way in which the world is going today, men don't even need a damn social media. The women are pouncing on him outside. The thirst is real because the shortage is real. Please. Somebody else comes through and again says, if another woman can take my man, he was never mine to begin with. What's up with the competition though, ladies? It's too many options and desperation never looks good. Let me tell y'all something. I don't think a lot of women are really aware of the shortage that it really is outside. Y'all are out here thinking, oh, girl, why are y'all wanting somebody else's man when you can get your own? It is not the same world that it used to be. These women have messed up the game so badly that men don't trust women. The good men don't trust women. The in-between men don't trust women. The bad guys, you know they don't trust women, which is why they dog y'all out, right? They think that y'all deserve that type of treatment anyway. But yeah, the shortage of men that are ready and willing to go ahead and explore something with a woman is very slim. So that's why the competition is so thick. That's why these women are doing whatever they can in order to steal and snag the next woman's man. That's why. You got what I'm looking for, so I'll go after that one. These other guys, they're not making themselves available. These men are in the tuck. They're in the house. They're focusing on their businesses. I mean, their health. All of that mingling with women, that's becoming something that is of the past. Do I like it? No. Okay. I would like for us to come back together and find each other and build and live happily ever after again. I would want that. But I do understand that a lot of these chicks have been very, very grimy. So I can't even blame these guys for dialing it back, for removing themselves and letting y'all fight over the scraps. Like, I can't. But that is the new reality. And so for you women out there that feel like it's okay for you to take your man for granted or to take advantage of him or not reciprocate and appreciate what you have, be very, very careful, sis. Because it's other women out there that are lurking and plotting on stealing him and taking him directly away from you. And it's so bad, y'all, that if you lose a good quality man, you may not even be able to find his replacement. But that's all I got for y'all today. Let me know, have you all been seeing that it is kind of a shortage outside and a lot of the women are out here turning on each other, plotting on each other, trying to steal their man from each other? Y'all let me know. Are you a guy to where you have experienced that? Like, dang, she know I got a girl, but she don't care because she thinks that I'm a good man and she want me for herself. Y'all let us know. All right. But I'm going to see y'all in the next dope discussion. Hit the like button for me and I'm going to see y'all later. Much love and peace to my crown heads.
Women will literally try to like be your friend and be all in your face, knowing that they either mess with your man or two, want your man.